Hello, welcome to the Black Belt practice video. You've made it. You're on Black Belt. This is so exciting. So before we get started, we're going to talk about what is new in Black Belt. What isn't new is there's no new notes. So there's no new notes we have to learn for this one. However, there are some new rhythmic things happening. So the first thing we're going to look at is a new rhythm. It is a dotted quarter note followed by a single eighth note. We've seen this before and we called it tum ti, tum ti. So think back to that. Tum ti, tum ti. And if you look at the example on the screen, you actually are going to see the rhythm that is in your music. So if we put numbers with it now, our dotted quarter note is going to get 1.5 beats. You'll remember the quarter note gets 1 beat of sound, and the dot adds half the value. We told a story about a quarter note and his little brother Dot, who's only half as cool as the quarter note. So we have half of 1, which is half. So 1 plus a half is 1.5. The dotted quarter note gets 1.5 beats. A single eighth note is also going to get a half beat because together, paired eighth notes, you guys remember, get 1 beat. So take away half of that, it's half. So in total, a dotted quarter note plus an eighth note gets 2 beats. So when we look below where we have our numbers there, you're going to see we assign the numbers 1 and 2 to our dotted quarter note. Then the and of beat 2 is that single eighth note. So it will look like this. 1, 2, and. Try that with me. Ready, go. 1, 2, and. If it helps you to still think about it in the old terms with tum ti, you can do that too. Tum ti. Or you can think 1, 2, and. For a lot of us, numbers have been easier, so thinking that 1, 2, and might be very, very helpful. And the rhythm in your actual song is going to be 1, 2, and 3, hold 4. 1, 2, and 3, hold 4. So let's try that together. Ready, go. 1, 2, and 3, hold 4. 1, 2, and 3, hold 4. All right, so that is your main new rhythm in this one. We do have one more thing in here that is new, and that is tied notes. So what tied notes are is it's kind of like if you had a pair of shoes and I tied them together. Both shoes are the same other than they're on different feet. But if I tie them together, they kind of have to move as one, right? Well, that's what's going to happen with our tied notes here. So in this song, you're going to have a pair of tied quarter notes. So each quarter note gets 1 beat. But when we tie them together, we're going to add 1 plus 1, which is 2. So they'll now get 2 beats, or kind of turn into, in your visual mind, you can visualize a half note being there. So 2 beats of sound. So instead of being 2 tas, like, it's now, because they're tied together, turned into one long note. So those are your new things in Black Belt. Let's go ahead and start our steps to success and look at the music. So here is your Black Belt. This is a song you might actually know already. It's called Ode to Joy by Beethoven. So many of you have heard this before. But let's go through and let's clap our rhythm. If you have not written in your rhythm yet, please pause here, grab your pencil, or do this on your computer and write in your rhythm. All right, let's clap it. 1, 2, clap and say it. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, hold 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, hold 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, and 3, hold 4. You'll notice when we have those tied notes in that last line that 4 holds into 1. So it goes over the bar line there. So if we look at measure 12, it goes 1, 2, 3, 4, hold 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's how that tied one is going to go there. All right, let's go ahead and sing our note names. It's going to start with a B, so let's listen to what B sounds like. 1, 2, sing it with the note names go. B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, B, A, B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, A, G, G, A, B, G, A, B, C, B, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, A, D, B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, A, G, G. I would recommend doing this step 2 at least twice. So please feel free to go back and do this again. I would recommend it. You can do it more than 2 times if you need to. There's a lot of notes in this one. All right, before we do step number 3, I want to isolate 1 or 2 sections to start with. So can everyone look in the second line? See how it starts with measure 7? We're going to count from 7. We're going to measure 7, measure 8, measure 9, and then measure 10. That's where we're looking right now. It starts with a quarter note followed by 2 eighth notes. So we're in that measure there. So measure 7, 8, 9, 10. Measure 10. And I want to look at the eighth note part here because this is the part that tricks people up. So you have the B, C, B there. So take a moment and practice your hands going B, C, B. It's a flip-flop of these top 2 fingers. B, C, B. B, C, B. B, C, B. Now try to put the A in with it. A, B, C, B. Try again. Ready, go. A, B, C, B. Now let's look at measure 11, the next measure. This one has the same B, C, B, and it also has an A to start with. So let's try that. Ready, same thing. A, B, C, B. The only thing different in these 2 measures is beat 4, the last note in each one. The first one has a G. The second measure there, measure 11, has an A. So let's try to just do the fingers saying our note names for measures 10 and 11. So here we go, starting on an A. Ready, go. A, B, C, B, G, A, B, C, B, A. Let's do that one more time. Ready, go. A, B, C, B, G, A, B, C, B, A. So that's probably one of the hardest parts in this whole song. Let's also take a moment just to isolate our new rhythmic stuff with our tum teaser, our dotted quarter eighth notes. So if you look at the very first line, we'll count over 1, 2, 3, 4. To the 4th measure, you're going to see where it says B, A, A. Let's try that with our fingers. Here we go. B, A, A. Try again. Ready, go. B, A, A. Let's look at the second line. So we see measure 7 there. Go to measure 8. It's the second measure of the second line. It starts on an A, but it's the same rhythm. So it's just going to go A, G, G. A, G, G. And at the very end, you're going to have exactly that same one with the A, G, G for your very last measure. All right, one more spot I want to isolate, and then we're getting to step 3. Look at measures 12 and 13. Those are the first 2 measures of the last line. This is where we have our tie, and this tends to trick people up. So if you look at it, the hardest part is we're going from a low D. So our 3 and 3, no pinkies, thumb on the back, and we have D to the B that is tied. So D, B, B. Let's just try that part from the D. Ready, go. D, B, B. Now let's add the C that comes after. So we're still starting on that low D. Ready, go. D, B, B, C. Once you have that, you're going to be good to go for that part. Let's go ahead and add our fingers with our singing. So get your fingers ready for a B. That is our first note. Let's hear what it sounds like. 1, 2, sing with fingers, go. B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, B, A, A, B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, A, G, G, A, B, G, A, B, C, B, G, A, B, C, B, A, G, A, D, B, B, C, D, D, C, B, A, G, G, A, B, A, G, G. Feel free to go back and do this section again. I really do recommend doing this one also at least 2 times to feel really comfortable with those different parts. If there's only a few parts tricking you up, like the measures we worked on isolated to start with, go back and isolate just those measures and do that part again. You don't always have to do the whole thing. It's very helpful to isolate small sections. All right, if you are ready though, let's go to step 4, which is to play it. Find your B, set up for success, and here we go. 1, 2, gentle air, here we go. And you'll notice even I squeaked a little on that low D. That is really hard going from the higher notes to lower notes. Because I made that mistake, I'm going to want to go back and practice just that section. So I'm going to go to measure 12, and I'm going to practice that again. Feel free to play along. Let's go to measure 12. It's the start of the 3rd line. 1, 2, here we go. Now, that time I did much better, but if you still squeaked a little bit, go back and just take that little bit. You can just play the, because that's a hard change going from A to D. So feel free to do that again if you need to. As many times as you need to get that low, gentle air happening. All right, that is your black belt. I cannot wait to hear what you turn in. Good luck and happy practicing.